Hey everyone, Mike here, and then today I want to show you how I make my custom world for the TigerRealms Tigerstudios server. I'm using this program called WorldPainter, and with it, well, you can see in the background, actually, I'm just going to minimize this, cancel. This here's the world I'm making right now, and I got a lot of detail on it, and it'll be a little bit, kind of be a lot to start explaining this. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly show you, see mountain ranges, little mountain ranges here. There's a lot of cool stuff I got in this world, and I am going to show you this world. But for now, I'm going to start a new world, because I think it'd be a lot easier for me to do that. But just to give you a general scope of this, this is a lot of detail work I'm putting into this, and this all started basically as flat underwater land. I got mountain ranges and a little river, more mountain ranges. I've been working up here lately, and you know, there's a ton of detail in this, and you can make some pretty nice worlds with this program. So what I'm going to do is we're going to start a new world, and I've already saved that. Let's call it YouTube, because you guys are on YouTube. I'm going to make it small, so I'm going to decrease the size of this. Let's say 3 by 3. Now that's 128 by 128, so that's, well, whatever it is, 192. No, it would be more than that. 256, whatever it is, 380 something. Height 256 blocks. We want to do custom biomes, because that there is a cool new feature which allows me to put the biomes in the way I want them. Water level, we're going to bring it to 64 level there, and we're going to say flat. Oh, we had this 64 again. Alright, so let's create. And it looks for the 1.2.3 jar, and to be quite honest, this is pretty stupid, because I'll show you here. I have the jar. This is the jar downloaded right from Minecraft.net, and it says it's not original. So we'll leave it as is. So this is our world. Now let's zoom in a little bit. Zoom in one more time. So actually zoom out. See where we want to start. Let's put a couple continents in here. So you get some tools up in the top here. You get your up and down arrow. This is for leveling land. This one here is for smoothing land. This is for raising the mountain out of the ground. Say I wanted to do that. I can just go and tool didn't work. I like to use this one here myself. And you can see how it comes up. So you just hold your mouse pointer and you drag. Kind of try to keep it all even, because if you stay in one spot, you're going to get a big peak. If you want to have a nice continent, let's say you want to do something like this. And we'll get some interesting mountain ranges on here real soon. But what I want to do first off is just get everything above water. So quickly do this. And you can use your mouse wheel to scroll the size of the circle, the size of your brush. Yeah, okay. So there we go. We got that continent. Now, of course, your water, you want some detail in your water. So what I do is I use this noise brush, and I just kind of just put a little detail like this around. I don't get too deep, because you can get pretty deep. You can make real deep oceans if you want to. Just kind of come around, hug the landscape, and we're going to smooth this out afterwards. But if you want to keep something realistic and nice, this is a good way to do it. Now let's say we want some offshore islands. We just raise this up a little bit. Just kind of give it some character. So there's something. Maybe you want to connect with that. Alright. Now let's say we want another continent, some other place to go. Say you want to have a different races or classes, and they want to have different homes. Say for example dwarfs. Dwarfs could live in the mountains. Say you want nice mountain ranges for dwarfs. So let's make a dwarf area. So basically just raising the land, and this is a rough tool. This is going to bring the land up kind of pretty rough and bumpy. It's great for making mountains and hills. You also have other tools like the circle tool, which kind of raises it evenly all around, as you can see here. Alright, let's bring this down a little bit, but we're going to put a little island in here, a couple of little things just to give it a little more character. Let's see, and then we'll shrink down. So you really just gotta kind of play around with it and just you can have a vision of what you want to do to begin with, or you can just start doing this, and eventually you're gonna get, you'll get what you want. I like putting lots of stuff to explore. Like the map I'm making for my server now, I'm putting in tons of time into it, and in game I'm even making waterfalls and some really cool scenery and stuff like that. But let's just say we'll draw it. There we go. Alright, now we want to make a really large mountain over here. Say you want to make this back corner all mountain. So I'm just going to zoom in. And you can see in the bottom left the height. So I'm at 76. So I'm holding it and I'm kind of just circling around. Because if you keep it in one spot, it's going to raise it evenly and it's not going to look really good in game. You want to make it look more natural. So just kind of bring it all up to a certain point, and then we're going to make some really nice peaks. As you see, it's all green right now. This is all grass. I'll show you a way to change that. I use a John Smith texture pack, which I'll put a link in the video. I really do like that texture pack with this method of making the world. You may disagree or you may agree. It's really up to you, but that's just my preference. And I zoom it in a little bit and kind of circle around like this to kind of get some nice peaks. And I think that works out okay. You can see a shadow starting to form there. It does do its own light calculations too, which can be frustrating when you're trying to do this because you're not sure how high it is back here. But let's just quickly do this. Let's get this up. We got the 1.2.3 going, so we can get some really high peaks. And I think that's what we should do. Alright, I'm just gonna quickly do this. You guys just watch, and then we're gonna do some more editing on this. Okay, so I think that should be good for our mountains. Now what you want to do is, first off, if we're going to edit the biomes, which we are, you gotta check this biome box over here, see the biomes we're in now. Because we chose to edit the biomes, everything is ocean. This is all considered ocean biome. So what we want to do is click on this biomes button. It gives us an option of all the biomes we can choose. So what I'm going to do is basically just do forest, which is this one here. And just I'm going to choose one of the more solid brush types, and we're just going to fill this in with forest. Now this doesn't necessarily mean it's filling in with trees. This is just meaning the biome that this is in is going to be a forest biome. So I'm going to show you a cool way to fill trees in after. Don't worry about getting it in the water either. That should be okay. As you notice, I'm not putting this on top of the mountains because I want to make that a snow biome. Because I want it to be able to rain on the bottom of the mountains, and I want it to be snowing on the top, like when the weather kicks in. So we're going to do that. Now, this one here is snow peaks. And you'll see, we'll just do this. In fact, I'm going to do the rough brush for this one. And you can see, kind of, well, I guess I'll do this one here. So you kind of play around with it. You'll figure out what options are best. And we'll quickly get this a snow biome. Don't worry about overlapping too much. Shouldn't be a problem. Alright. Now I'm going to turn biomes off, because the other thing I want to do is this mountain here is not going to be all full of grass. What it really is going to be full of is rocks. And what I like is over here in this terrain section, there's a mix of rock, stone, and cobblestone. Actually, there was a nice one before I used. There was a mix of all that plus gravel. Where is it? I guess I'll use this for now. Maybe they took it out. So I'm just going to use this. We're going to go through here, make this a nice mix of rock and cobblestone. Because really the top of the mountain is going to look like that. So we'll go along the back. Like so. Alright, now let's get our spawn point, which is this little cross. We're going to put it right here. The last thing we want to do is put trees in. So you can click on pine and deciduous over here. These are two types of trees. And I'm going to put pine trees up along here, but I'm going to do it kinda scattered, so I'm gonna barely click, just clicking little bits here. They're not gonna grow a great deal on the mountains, but the ones that do grow, it makes it look kind of cool and deciduous. So I'll put them everywhere else. So we're gonna cover the place. Lots of trees. Yeah, I really do like lots of trees with this world editor, because it really looks nice when you're down in the ground walking through them. Looks like you're walking through a Canadian forest, for example. Let's see. Put some of this on the back. And I'm going to mix in some pine trees here too. Just a little bit, because it does have a nice look. So that's it for this one. I'm going to load this up in the game, and we're going to take a look at this. So what you do is you go to File, Export World, and I already have a server set up, so it's going to call this map YouTube. Border, we want let's have a water border level 64. Caverns, no caverns for now. We're going to turn resources off, and we're going to leave all that blank. And uncheck that. It's going to be creative mode so we can fly around. Map format 1.2, and export. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop this video here. I'm going to load her up, and I'll start recording again once I'm in the world. So just one moment, please. Alright guys, here we are. This is, I'm down on the ground level, and you can see how thick this forest is. I really actually like this a lot. This kind of forest is, I think it's more natural, something, you know, it's like a real dense forest you would see out in the wilderness. And that's one thing I like about this a lot. Like I said before, I'm using the John Smith texture pack, so if you find that this looks different or you really like it, that's the one that you should check out. So I'm going to fly here and look at our mountains. So yeah, these are the mountains we made here. And yeah, there's no gravel in there anymore. Oh wait, is that gravel there? Or is that gravel or dirt? Might be dirt. This used to have a mix of gravel, and I liked that a lot, but I could probably make my own button to have gravel. So you can see it's pretty rocky on top of here. But it is pretty cool. We got some nice mountains, some nice view, even of the chunk area right there where I spawned. But this is it. This is how you can make a map. And of course, we can really customize this and make it any way we like. Now I'm just going to make the weather happen here, just to show you what I meant by setting up that snow biome. Oh, STORM. So where I'm standing, it should snow. Wow. It's not snowing. Wait a second. Okay, this could be a glitch because snow actually is piling up here. Snow is piling up on the mountain here, but down here it's not. So with the exception of the fact that it doesn't look like it's snowing, it actually should be. That could be just a bucket glitch or or spellcraft glitch. So this is that area we did, and as you can see, with minimal effort, we got ourselves a pretty decent mountain range. Now, with more effort, we can really make this nice. And what I'm going to show you real quick is I'm going to log into my other world, the one I'm doing a lot of work on, and I'm going to show you how, well, I think how awesome that is. So stay tuned, one moment, and I'll be doing that. Alright, this is the mountains I was talking about. You can see there's gravel mixed in here as well. And actually, just one second. I'm going to take a screenshot. Okay, no, that's what I want to do. Take the interface off. So yeah, this is our dwarven area. And there's lots of mountains here. And I want to show you a cool waterfall I've been working on. This is the kind of detail work I've been putting into the game. This one kind of detail I put into the game, just putting these waterfalls in, I really enjoy that. And you can see pretty much how I have it done. We get some nice valley here. Nice big mountain. I'll show you the big epic dwarven mountain, which is not too far from here. Just bear with it while it loads. Here we go. So the river comes in here from outside, and it's going to come in, and pretty much right here is going to be an entrance, and that entrance is going to be two nice big dwarven statues, and it's going to basically take you into this mountain range right here, and this is where the dwarves are going to live, inside this mountain. They're going to hollow it out, they're going to mine, they're going to dig, and it's going to be pretty damn cool. As you can see, it's a pretty good view from up here. So that's it for today, guys. I just want to show you how to use this program, just the basics of it at least. If there's any interest, I'm not going to do any more videos right now, but if you guys are interested and you guys tell me through comments and your feedback, I will actually do some nice tutorial videos of really how to use it, how to get it, how to download it, how to use all the features. I can go through that if you're really interested. And also let me know if you want to continue seeing this world. It's a work in progress, but it is getting a lot closer to completion. And yeah, so if you're interested in joining this server, this world is not up yet, but it's going to be very shortly. And if you want to join us, let me know. Come on tigerstudios.net/Minecraft. Check out our forums there. There are some rules and guidelines for the server. You check that out, and if you're okay with that, then apply. There's an application page there, and you can apply. It comes directly to me, and we'll get you on the server. So thanks for watching. Leave your questions, comments, and everything in the box below. I appreciate all feedback from you guys, and stay tuned for more.